number of COVID-19 cases continues to rise globally and right here in Guyana. Therefore, we encourage everyone to practice social distancing. Please wear a mask if you have to leave your homes and wash your hands thoroughly and frequently as we all strive to stop the spread of the virus. Welcome to InfoHub for Wednesday, May 13. Thanks for joining us. 7 of Guyana's 10 administrative regions have recorded COVID-19 cases, with Region 7 and 9 being the most recent. More in this Delicia Haynes report.
As of May 12, Regions 2, 5 and 8 are the only regions which have not recorded a single COVID-19 case. However, the other 7 regions have recorded positive cases, making the virus more widespread. This is according to Deputy Chief Medical Officer Dr. Karen Gordon-Boyle, who warned citizens that PAHO's projected model figures for possible cases may become a reality if Guyanese do not adhere to the safety and precautionary guidelines.
We must seriously think about reducing the transmission of this disease and containing the spread of the virus so that we all can return to normalcy. Isn't this our ultimate goal? Therefore, we ask you not only to abide by the rules, but those of you who have been in contact with positive cases, we ask you to come forward and provide information about your contacts as well, so that you and your loved one can avoid the risk of contracting the disease and possibly losing your life.
The coronavirus is slowly making its way across the entire country. The DCMO made reference to increasing confirmed cases in the region of the Americas, in which the United States, Brazil, Venezuela, and Guyana are located. It was noted that a disaster is brewing at Guyana's back door if caution is not exercised.
As the ministry's response efforts continue, your behavior is not encouraging. You continue to flout control measures and to put all at risk. Instead of our curve beginning to flatten, we still see an upward trajectory in positive coronavirus cases.
Persons are not only being asked to abide by the rules, but to be forthcoming with information even as the ministry continues to do contact tracing to find those persons who may have been in contact with positive cases. For InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
With several parts of Georgetown inundated as a result of heavy rainfall over the last few days, the Civil Defense Commission on Tuesday donated several hampers containing cleaning supplies to the Mayor and City Council. Anara Khan brings the details.
The Commission is working closely with the Georgetown Mayor and City Council to bring relief to the residents in the most affected communities. On Tuesday afternoon, the CDC donated a number of hampers containing sanitization items to the MNCC to distribute to households affected by the floodwater. In an invited comment, Mayor of the capital city, His Worship Ubraj Narain, disclosed that the MNCC is currently working on a database to identify affected households and would begin distribution on Wednesday. He also expressed gratitude to the Commission.
At this point of time, I want to extend my sincere thanks to CDC for this assistance, and I can assure them that this here will benefit lots of the residents, especially in Albaistong.
He called on citizens to do their part and ensure the city's waterways are kept clean and free of garbage.
Again, I will say this, that continue to dump garbage in the canals, especially bottles and old cloths. It will clog the pump. So once again, we are contributing to the city. In this way, when rainfall, we are the contributor of our own disaster times.
To report flooding in your community, call the 24-hour National Emergency Monitoring System on 623-1700, 600-7500, or 226-1114. For InfoHub, Anara Khan.
In news from GCOM, the Commission is hoping to increase the number of workstations for the ongoing national recount of votes cast at the March 2 polls to help accelerate the process. Here are the details.
The increase in workstations is also for the Commission to meet the 25-day recount deadline. The Commission is also hoping to get permission to have the recount time extended beyond the 7 p.m. deadline. Commissioner Vincent Alexander said while these plans are in train, GCOM will still have to await a decision from the National COVID-19 Task Force. The task force has been mandated to establish policies and guidelines geared at preventing the spread of the novel coronavirus.
GCOM is obligated to work with what advice we get from COVID-19. There are people who probably don't take it very serious, but we have respect for the lives of the people who are working, and therefore the extent to which that task force is empowered to do certain things and to give certain advice is the extent to which we have to work with them.
The national recount is currently ongoing at 10 workstations in the Arthur Chung Conference Center. In at least 8 of those stations, up to 16 persons operate daily. 2 of the stations have at least 10 persons each. With the current structure of things, over 400 persons occupy the conference center each day. These include party representatives, local and international observers, GCOM staff, members of the Guyana police force, food handlers, and members of the maintenance crew.
We are 400, and therefore we certainly have to be very concerned if we continue to add to that number.
The Commission was expected to further deliberate on this issue on Wednesday. For InfoHub, Alexis Rodney.
More news after this break. Stay with us.
Meet Terence and Shabana. Both believe they've been exposed to COVID-19 and were advised by the Ministry of Public Health to quarantine themselves at home. It's a normal working day, and Terence grows tired of home quarantine guidelines. So he heads off to work using public transportation. Now all the passengers and his co-workers are in danger of contracting COVID-19 from Terence. After work, Terence heads straight to the gym for daily exercise. He shares the same exercise equipment with many others that day. Later on that evening too, Terence heads off to play several rounds of dominoes with some friends. By breaking the quarantine rules, Terence has endangered the lives of the passengers, his co-workers, members of his gym, and his friends with whom he played dominoes. By contrast, Shabana practices social distancing. She works from home every day, and in the evenings, she video chats with her family and friends to stay connected. Shabana is also obeying all the guidelines that the Ministry of Public Health says we follow when quarantined at home. Shabana has infected no one. Let's all do our part and practice physical and social distancing by avoiding unnecessary travels and staying home from large groups of people, including our families and friends. A message from the Ministry of Public Health in collaboration with PAHO WHO. For more information, visit our website at www.health.gov.gy or visit our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter page.
In light of the COVID-19 pandemic, Guyana's 54th independence celebrations will be hosted virtually. This was disclosed by Director of Culture, Tamika Boswade. Neola Damon has more.
Guyana's 54th independence anniversary is a very important milestone, and we can't overlook that. I know that we can't come together to celebrate, but nevertheless, the Department of Culture is working towards bringing the celebrations to the public virtually.
She added that these activities created simply seek to ease the minds of Guyanese. Spotlighting the creative industries, the slated activities can be viewed on NCN Channel 11 and social media. They will be broadcast on radio as well.
We want to have a film festival aired on NCN television, so you can look out for local films made by Guyanese, celebrating Guyanese culture, heritage, and our social lifestyle. They can look out for a forum on our important sectors: health, education, infrastructure, telecommunications, oil and gas, and what to look forward to in the decade of development. Children can look forward to films, animation, documentaries geared to their education, so they can understand Guyana's independence story, and especially those children who will be part of the common entrance, who will be writing common entrance soon, I'm sure they'll be looking forward to that information. They can look forward to participating in online and on radio.
Prominent sportsmen and women and other important figures in the independence movement will also be highlighted. The much-anticipated flag-raising ceremony will also be hosted, but in accordance with the National COVID-19 Task Force guidelines. Neola Damon, InfoHub.
International Nurses Day was celebrated on Tuesday, and in recognition, several activities were hosted. Let's take a look.
My name is Ms. Linda Johnson, and I'm the Chief Nursing Officer, Ministry of Public Health. Today, we are celebrating Nurses Day the world around. Usually, we celebrate it differently in a more celebratory way, but we know that all around the world, right now, nurses are taxed, being the frontline workers to deal with COVID-19 and all that comes with it. And so, the nurses are there on the front line battling. All right, while we're here. So today, what we wanted to do, not just to let the day pass like this, but to do something to allow nurses to know that we recognize their efforts, that they've celebrated despite of them being busy out there fighting for us, that they are the real heroes. And so we released those balloons and we hung those horns in solidarity with them at this time.
Remember to do your part to ensure that you do not put yourself at risk during this time. If you have a cough, fever, or difficulty breathing, please seek medical care early, but call that hotline number first. That's all for today. Connect with us on our social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, as we bring you the latest and important news related to COVID-19 and much more. You can also subscribe to our website, dpi.gov.gy. Your Brit Report is up next. Stay safe, sanitize. Goodbye for now.